Happy Friday, everyone. First week in March. We can smell the spring air. And what I wanted to talk about was my newsletter this week because March is unique this year. We have St. Patrick's Day and Easter in the same month. And a lot of times I wanted just to use a play on words, but realistically, don't let luck be the thing to decide for your health. And so when we looked at my newsletter, it really went into like the idea of like, hey, you can be lucky sometimes. Let's say this past year you didn't catch the flu, your immune system was strong. You're lucky enough not to have really life altering diseases. You're lucky enough to be able to still function and do things. But if you leave it up to luck, thinking, hey, lucky, I'm doing good, just remember 10% of your nerves feel pain, 90% deals with function. If you rely on luck and you base your health on purely on how you feel, you might think you're the luckiest person alive, but you might just not be in that function chart yet, right? You might not be below 60% to feel like you have symptoms. So when we looked at my newsletter, there's some really cool things there that I want you to focus on if you want to make your own luck. So number one, regular exercise. Mackenzie and I had a great video last Friday. I urge you to check it out. But we went through the importance of exercise and how it can affect cardiovascular health, respiratory health, diabetes health. That was the biggest thing that came to my mind because with exercise, I saw that you can regulate your blood glucose level. You can regulate how your body absorbs glucose and uses it as energy and stores it as glycogen. Exercise is huge for diabetes health. And here's the thing too, I've had a lot of clients talk to me about, hey, it's starting to get nice out. I want to start shedding some pounds. I want to start losing the weight. Well, there's so many things you can do, whether it's decreasing your glycemic intake, decreasing those carbohydrates, starting to burn them off as fat, going out for a walk, stimulating your metabolism. That regular exercise will create your own luck for health. Number two, though, eat right. Eat right. We are what we eat. Our health is a reflection of what we put into our body. And this time of the year, we don't have to worry about as many holidays, but we do have to have St. Patrick's Day where people might go out and drink and want to have fun and want to party. And then we got Easter eggs and Easter candy and Easter dyes. Try and reflect on how can I have an alternative to being healthier this holiday season, and where can I enjoy the aspect of the holidays with Easter and St. Patrick's Day, but what can I shift this year? I watched the masterclass for tips for raising healthier families. It changed my aspect of what am I giving my daughter? What am I going to give to my family? How can I raise a healthier family year after year, which is huge. Three was mind your posture. As a chiropractor, if I'm not telling you to focus on your posture, I'm doing something wrong because every day I see people that live here. They live in this position and they're 40, 50 hours a week and then they sleep like this and they're wondering why they're all subluxated. Having good posture and being able to feel like, hey, my shoulders are back, my head's in a good position. Dr. Jake had a great video on forward head posture and subluxation. So that's another aspect of creating your own health. And then the last one is probably my favorite, stop small problems. This is huge. And it talks about most people will experience small issues with their back at some point in their life, but then they push it off. And then they push it off again and again and again until it becomes maybe a larger problem. This is where I would always fall back to this, right? The function chart. This is where a small problem becomes a small problem, becomes a small problem until you get below 60% and it becomes a large problem. And then you're trying to figure out, how do I come back from a small problem? If you're feeling it, come in to get adjusted. If you're noticing it, don't wait, come in and get adjusted. So I hope you guys are excited for March. I hope you're excited for spring as I am. And ultimately, listen to master classes. Create your own luck. Create your own health. You can do the things that you want, but you got to want it. You got to commit to it. And this is springtime. We're going to spring into spring in the right way. And I look forward to seeing you guys here in the health center, staying healthy, happy, and strong like we all know how to do.